An Israeli survivor of the Hamas festival massacre was forced to hide under a pile of blood-soaked corpses, including her boyfriend's, to escape detection. On 7 October, terrible terrorists infiltrated the Israel border and attacked innocent citizens, leaving Noam Majal Ben David, 27, in a ditch for 3 hours. In a cruel game of Russian roulette, she was shot in the foot and hip along with scores of others, including her lover David Naiman. While bleeding profusely and grieving her partner's brutal murder, the model remained silent. Hamas' brutal onslaught on Israel killed over 1,400 people and abducted 242. Afraid rescuers found 260 dead at the Supernova music event at Kibbutz Re'aim in the western Negev desert. David and Noam were among those who arrived at 6:30 a.m. on the day of the brutal assaults to sell Noam's artwork. They danced with pals while waiting for the festival, singing as loud explosions they thought were fireworks turned out to be far more frightening. As missiles fell, a security officer cried, "Run for your life." Noam and David realized reality. Noam, hospitalized, told Express, "They encircled us and shot non-stop." One girl shouted, "Please don't take me. Leave me alone." Yet they abducted her. Their treatment of her was horrific. Noam and David rushed from the festival and hid in one of 2 enormous steel garbage bins on the left before the terrorists hurled a grenade on the right, killing them. For 3 hours, they hid with 14 others, contacting family and friends to ask for aid and provide their position. A person in the waste bin said a shooter saw their group, stopping time. Noam said, "David shoved me to the rear of the container and told me to conceal deep as Hamas militants arrived. One of them jumped inside and shouted Allahu Akbar, setting off a bomb and a non-stop firefight. It was Russian roulette as to who would get a bullet." Seeing the shooter shoot David in the chest and a girl lying on top of her in the shoulder, Noam sobbed. She was shot in the foot and hip. She pretended to be dead by closing her eyes and remaining motionless. Noam was found by the Israel Defense Forces, who saved him. Hamas brutes escaped. From a skip bin of 16 scared individuals, just 4 survived the brutal onslaught, including the young artist. As horrifying festival slaughter photos and videos were posted online, Noam's narrative emerged. Hundreds of violent media files documenting war crimes by Hamas militants on innocent Israelis are available online. One of the first to see the terrifying archives, The Sun's Mike Hamilton, said the film showed bystanders at the Supernova event being gunned down, turning from delight to pure fear. She says, "A car park was littered with corpses, and endless machine gun rounds were heard as people fled the horrors." A group of brave friends who escaped the festival slaughter detailed their nightmares after 5 companions were killed. Noah, her husband Liav, and Roni and his fiancée, Roni, endured 7 hours escaping and hiding in bushes while terrorists shot, leaving crowds. 1 month after the killing, Liav told The Sun in Israel, "It began at 6:30 a.m. A nightmare ensued. For 6 or 7 hours, people ran, hid, yelled, died, and exploded. Terrorists arrived from the sky, sea, and everywhere with automatic rifles. They arrived unnoticed."
Indian Journo is now available on your App Store. Download the app now and get all the impactful news on the go. Subscribe Indian Journo to stay updated with the latest news.